Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Got done trick-or-treating. You can see it. I've got my costume on. It's a Mandalorian hoodie. Because this is the way. Got my my Halloween Missouri Meerschaum cob converted to, or recoded to be the witch's. I'm going to try and do this without spilling tobacco. Supposedly you can. Yeah, there we go. Looks like a witch's cauldron. It's still lit.
Look at that, like a blizzard.
Heck yeah, like a Dairy Queen blizzard.
That's how you know it's good.
Loaded up with some Ken Byron's Dread Planet. It's a Virginia Perique. It's very smooth. It's fantastic. What you got?
I went for Maple Shadows.
We got that as a gift from Potter Piper, Father Brian.
I like the tree. That's pretty cool.
That's the original Maple Shadows, not Maple Shadows 2.
Ah, well, it's quite tasty. Pleasant. Enjoying that in one of my cobs. The name escapes me. You always tell me it's not a cobbet.
No, it is a cobbet.
But it's something else.
It's the Shire.
That one.
Cobbet is the line. That is the Shire.
That one.
You know, that Maple Shadows, that was one of the first ones, or not one of the first ones, but one of the big ones that I, once I jarred it up, I vacuum sealed it, and it seems to have preserved it pretty well.
It is fantastic. Still a little moist, nice and light. It's the first aromatic I've had in quite a while.
Yeah, I was commenting on that with Paul Gilson today.
Yes.
We were texting.
It's even been a minute since I've had Cold Blood Red Moon.
Yeah.
Been digging that Latakia.
The only aromatic you've had is just to switch up your Latakia and you blend in vanilla with your...
Just a little bit of vanilla to sweeten that up for the morning. Oh man, the other day it was just nothing but, what is that, proper English. Started my day with proper English. Broke my midday with some proper English. Wound it down with some more proper English.
The definition of an all-day smoke for Katie.
Good stuff. It's good stuff. This is like dessert.
So, by the time you've seen this, I'm going to cut in some of the video. Most of it's just from one house.
One really cool house.
From when we were doing trick-or-treating with the kids. And then when we end this, I'll, sandwich it with the rest of the yard and the house. Those guys gave out whole lunch boxes, metal lunch boxes to the kids, filled with stuff. They were filled with Pokemon cards and candy, mostly Pokemon cards, and
the
chips,
protectors and accessories.
Yeah,
and
everything,
rare cards and
everything they need to
loose
play.
Cards, packs.
It's got to be like $80 worth of stuff.
I wonder if they had a bunch of people just not playing anymore or something.
No, because those were on the shelves recently.
Were they?
I think someone they either work for them or they have some way to write that off, because that's not cheap.
Something. They added candy to it, potato chips, M&Ms, and candy, tons of stuff. It was a good first house. Started off with a bang. Well, first street. On the way to dropping kids off at school, we pass this gorgeous street with so many people just decked out, decorations all over the place. It's been fun time of year to drive by and watch them all come up, because it's enough stuff that some of these houses, it takes them weeks to get everything up. So we finally got to go trick-or-treating over there. It was fun. It was good stuff.
But a big part of the reason for this video tonight, because we just did Thoughts on Thursday, is VR for Jess Pipin. Congratulations. And I'm So the question was, just tell me something from your bucket list. And I'm going to start off because Katie actually has an answer, but mine, I don't really have an answer, but I have an explanation.
I had to pick one. I've got quite a few.
I don't really have a bucket list anymore because I didn't really ever have one. I didn't expect to live past 35 for a myriad of reasons. On top of just, when I was younger, I really thought that, like, that was, at 35, most of the highlights of your life have happened. And, like, I'd be okay if I died. It's fine. Super positive, I know.
Super positive childhood.
Well, I
just gotta get through a few years and then it'll be over. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, I don't have the world's greatest track record or family track record of health issues and stuff. And yeah, I just there's a meme going around where guys are talking about when I was younger I thought I'd die. And I guess you just don't die sometimes, And yeah, I didn't die, so I don't really like.
Every day you're living your bucket list.
Oh God, no. Oh no. There's every day I wish I had. Never mind. That's really negative. But there are days where they are not positive thoughts. But
you're working very hard right now. Let's get through that season of life before you comment on it.
Yeah, no. I'm really proud to have some of the things that have happened in my life. But that I don't have a bucket list personally. I've built my second or third vehicle up into exactly what I wanted to be. I'm pretty proud of those things. I've switched industries. I got to be a bigger part of at least one of my kids' lives. I've been able to be a positive force for her in her life, and hopefully for your kids. I don't know, maybe not.
I think so.
I'm a bit harsh, but yeah, that's me. What do you want to go on yours?
I've got
actual positive shit.
I have quite a few things like on the back burner that I would absolutely love to be able to do. One smaller one that I think might actually be possible. I keep meaning to look it up, but the Mount Doom in the Hobbit movies. Where's that? In Finland? Sweden?
New Zealand.
New Zealand. One of those gorgeous countries.
I think.
Could be. I want to say they filmed.
That's where Hobbiton is. Most of it was done in New Zealand. I don't know where the volcano is.
Hobbiton would be cool to see, but I would actually like to go see Mount Doom, go hike Mount Doom. That'd be cool.
Pretty sure that's not its name.
Well, you know me. I don't call actors and actresses by their actual names. I call them by their character names too. So
yeah,
that's Mount Doom.
We were watching The Last Witch Hunter, and she was like, "Ah, it's Frodo," except he's not Frodo. No, you joined in on that.
Did I?
Yeah.
Perhaps a little bit. Okay. I might. But have y'all ever seen these Viking cruises? There are some really cool looking ones that go through like the rivers and stuff through like France and a few other countries up through. My geography is not the greatest. I can see it in my mind like on the map. Like, I can point to it if we were looking at maps and stuff, but I don't recall names of bodies of water or exactly where one country starts and another ends. But I would absolutely love to go see a lot of these pictures and bits and pieces you get to see from different documentaries, and especially the Pinterest perfect little bits of like Spain, the UK, all over Europe, really. Different architecture, different food. Go see different cities. Go just be in the hustle and bustle of like other cultures. Politically, Russia is going to be probably off the table for a hot minute. But the Tsar's palaces, I would absolutely love to see the architecture like that. The grand cathedrals scattered all over Europe would be fantastic. Like a month, take like a month or two. Just go exploring, do different like guided tours and stuff. See castles.
Steering clear of the
Real
Middle
castles.
East, right?
I want to say no. There was not the big city. Geography.
The big city.
Well, the big one there.
Dubai?
No, yeah, Dubai. I was gonna call it Dolly. I think it's a holiday. Mix stuff up.
Okay.
Not so much in India. There are a few different places that have caught my eye in India. That might be neat. Oh my gosh, I love Indian food though. That'd be fantastic. Like actually go experience like the difference between like northern Indian and southern Indian cuisine. Oh, that'd be great.
Just leave me in Turkey. I'll be all right.
Yeah. What's in Turkey?
All the meerschaum carvers. I'm sure there's plenty of pipe tobacco, and there's a lot of history.
Yeah, that'd be good. I like history. I'd really like to. American history all seems to be centered around wars. All of our wars. Here's all the history of all these battles all over the place.
There's fantastic history outside of the wars, but
That's what a lot of people seem to focus on. The few places I've been around, different places. It's like, oh, go check out, these different battle sites and go check out some Civil War history and stuff, which is neat in its own right. Pioneer days and early American days and
the expansion history of the U.S. is amazing. Some of it a little dark.
all over the place. I got that.
Well, like there's in Lake Tahoe, there's a glass bottom boat tour you can take, where they will take you over the sites where all of the immigrant from China and Japan, all of the Eastern immigrants that came in to help build the railroad over there. When they were due big paychecks, they put them all on a boat for whatever reason that they told them, and then they just sank the boat. And they just murdered hundreds of them at a time. And it's horrible.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of history that's not war.
Like I said, the exposure I've had.
Donner Pass is not war. It's a dark side of
I'm
humanity.
used to American architecture. I want to go see some of the older stuff. Oh, Venice. I'd love to get there before it was all underwater. Ancient things.
Okay. So American woolly mammoths, it's not ancient.
Architecture.
The dinosaur wall, the wall of fossils we saw in
cool.
Utah.
That was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. I wanted to go back for sure and do some of the hike that was around there. That'd be cool.
Not in the middle of summer.
No.
I'd rather go
not
hang
in the
out
middle
in
of
Death
summer.
Valley.
No, that's even worse. A man's
least-
feet melted because he lost his flip-flops in Death Valley this summer. It wasn't that hot. Legit, his feet melted into the
Shouldn't laugh at
sand.
that.
No, but it's... Who wears flip-flops to Death Valley?
People who deserve the outcome.
Nobody deserves to have their feet melted.
No. There's a level of stupidity that comes that you get with that. The guys who want to play like they're movie stars, and I don't know if you've heard about this, but there was a guy, it was recently, he saw it on TV and he thought, oh, that'd be cool to do. And so he undid a light bulb just a little bit and filled it with gunpowder and screwed it in and then turned it on and got blasted in the face with the shrapnel.
What do you think's gonna happen with gunpowder?
Exactly. There are certain people who deserve what happens when you're that stupid.
Medicine's too advanced, though. Darwin's laws no longer apply.
You can't grow back an eyeball. Some people have to learn. What a great VR this is, huh? This is what you guys wanted to see, was just us just degrading all of humanity.
Us. I want to see the pretty bits. Eat some good food. I want to see the beautiful things that all our ancestors the world over have created that have stood the test of time.
Sorry, it just occurred to me that we talked about a potential Halloween costume for like a couple's Halloween costume. And it just occurred to me that I just figured out who's going to be which. When spy versus spy.
Oh, yes.
I get to be the black spy.
Duh.
I get to be the dark side of shit.
Duh. That was a given.
That would be a really, really easy, fun cartoon costume to do. Just get a black trench coat and a white trench coat and a black bowler hat or whatever, and her get a white one, and spy versus spy, and we just throw stuff at each other all night.
That'd be fun.
Pop rocks and stuff.
Never won't make a mess. I want to clean it up.
That's one of those things that can go south. It's kind of dumb to do. Throw pop rocks at each other because they always have those little bits of stuff that fly off in different directions.
Pop rocks? Or are you talking about the little black cats?
You throw them on the ground?
Yeah, those are black cats. Pop
No.
rocks are candy.
No, I'm talking about, no, you can get boxes of them labeled pop rocks.
Huh.
Poppets and all kinds of stuff.
When you say
75
pop rocks,
cents.
I think of the little packet of candy you stick on your tongue and it's like Rice Krispies.
No, little pieces of like toilet paper or whatever with
Yeah, black
gunpowder
cats.
and rocks.
I've never heard of those called poppets. I've only ever gotten them as black cats. Or the themed stuff for holidays.
Oh boy, we're a lot of fun.
Don't throw candy at me. No, thank you. Doesn't sound pleasant. Unless it's Reese's. I can go pick them up.
This Dread Planet's pleasant. If you guys like vapors and you like anything from Ken Byron Ventures, you should get some.
Once upon a time on my bucket list was to make and live in a cob house.
How do you feel about that now?
I'm too old. I cannot maintain that type of thing. But I was seriously into it.
After our first living situation,
Nope.
I'm good.
Nope.
That was hard enough.
That was hard. But yeah, no, Colorado actually has an association of folks that do the cob building and the cob dwellings, and you can join. It's a nominal fee. It's like $50 or $100 for like a year-long membership.
To be clear, this does not mean a house made out of corn cobs.
No.
It's misleading.
It's like a mixture of like dirt and hay, and you pretty much make like earth bricks, and most of them are mostly underground. So the houses you see that are like Hobbit houses, but usually it's all glass on the the south facing side, whichever one gets more sun in the wintertime here, at least in North America. But no, there's a whole group, and like that's what they do, is they dedicated to the preserving that tradition and continuing that building style, and you can go assist other people building theirs, and then you go assist on a couple and be a part of this. They'll all come help you build yours. But no, I'm getting old quick. My knees pop every time I get up anymore. I don't think I have that kind of years of back-breaking manual labor in it on top of the 9 to 5 to pay for it all, because you can't just be self-sufficient right away. Even if that is your end goal, it takes, all these folks that homestead with their couple of acres and get to a point where they're, for the most part, self-sufficient. It's like 3 to 8 years out on top of their 9 to 5. I don't got it in me anymore. It was a dream once upon a time, but
My head's still wrapped around the idea of a house made of corncob pipes.
not corncob pipes.
It'd be a hell of a stinky house, wouldn't it? Whole bunch of old, worn-out corncob pipes. You walk into a room and like, oh yeah, this is the Latakia room. For sure.
Do you imagine how much that would take, like used cobs or anything? I don't even think you could build a house with all of the corn that was in the storage area we saw over in
Oh
Missouri
yeah,
Mission.
it wouldn't be a great house, but you
It'd
could
be
build a.
it'd be a shack, because these walls are thick enough to insulate. Only no, that'd be way too much corn. Mm-mm. I don't think that's doable.
Maybe not. But my head's still wrapped around that because she started off with cob house, and my brain went, "What? Surely she doesn't mean? Oh no, we've talked about this. Yeah, no, she doesn't mean corn cob pipes."
I was looking into all the different ways you can do like natural finishes and mix up your own different like clay and earth components to make like plaster to line the inside and everything. There's all sorts of different ways to run the electrical that's like actually somewhat legit. Running different conduit through the walls and stuff and having to code outlet boxes and things. A lot of planning. A lot of planning.
I much prefer my idea of burying a container home in some safe and secure manner, like a bunker, like a Fallout style underground bunker.
That's still, to do that even is still so much work. And then the upkeep. You gotta upkeep it and check, and reinforce, and those things can leak and rust.
Some folks have done it in a way where it works and it doesn't have any problems, but at least not for the first 5 years. But
I like the barn door idea now.
well, the reason that the underground house appeals to me is just the low cost of living. Like the cost of heating and cooling is almost none.
Pretty self-regulating.
And then with the
Same with the cob.
the advancements in fiber cabling, you can do solar lighting in the house by running fiber cables to a concentrated point. Like so, you have one like plexi dome. It looks like a vent or whatever, right? And that's the end of all these fiber cables. So as the sun comes up, you can pipe almost. It's not there's no UV, right? But you can pipe solar light into all these other rooms that don't have windows, and it can help with your circadian rhythm. And
That's pretty spiffy.
it's come a long way. I think it's very viable, but I'm not doing it.
Ooh, the greenhouse. That's definitely an item on there. It's not really a thing to do, but it's something I would like to have long enough to be able to enjoy.
A full-size greenhouse or the
Yes.
house inside a greenhouse?
No, that's just fleeting fancy. No, like I would like to have a greenhouse that has like a little mini living room set up in the middle, a couple of chairs, coffee table, little rug, be able to sit, relax, read a book, smoke a pipe, and then just be full of plants everywhere. So like our living room, but like more. Just everywhere, plants. Awesome. Especially if it was somewhere where it snows. I love the snow.
I much prefer my realistic retirement idea. We want to run a tobacco shop somewhere where there's actually where there would be a customer base, and just do that.
My greenhouse will be in the backyard.
Just sit around and smoke pipes all day, and not have it be a detriment to the job. That'd be great. Working in IT, trying to keep a pipe lit while you're getting phone calls and some of the most asinine requests and things. It's hard. It's really hard. But yeah,
We'll see. We'll see if we get to travel. We get to travel and
we're not gonna.
have things. Oh,
I'm gonna work till I keel over.
I'll take you on a few vacations here and there. Hopefully.
Take my ashes.
Can you hear my eyes roll?
I can. There's a unit in the chili. Nobody eat the chili.
What?
It's a blue collar comedy tour joke. Sure, some folks know what I'm alluding to.
I have a feeling I know.
Guy talks about getting all but one part of him cremated and having that last part thrown in the chili at the wake. It's funny. I laughed a lot.
What kind of trouble you'd get in for that? You'd end up having to sue the funeral home, because that's not allowed.
Who does wakes at a funeral home?
No, but I mean, where are you going to get it? How? At what point in the process are you going to get that part? Because the embalming would make it poisonous.
I think you'd have to be Lorena Bobbitt that stuff before the cremation.
So then that goes down on records for like desecrating remain.
There's no not dark path for
I'm
this
putting
thought.
too much actual thought into that. Never mind.
There's no dark path for this.
No.
So glad the kids are in bed.
That's like the people who want to mix ashes with drugs and stuff. That's on that same level in my mind. Like, oh, we're going to snort this person. Or cocaine.
I want all my ashes buried at the base of a walnut tree. So eventually, I become part of the walnut tree and people can eat my nuts.
Hi, husband.
Hi. You still proud of your decision?
I won't be doing any of that with your ashes. Sorry to
I don't
disappoint.
care what you do with them.
Sorry to disappoint.
Use them to put out a kitchen fire. I don't care. I'll still be useful.
Then there's always... Oh, never mind. We're not going to go there. Never mind.
Guys,
I want to go see Europe. I want to go on cruise ships. I want to see pretty buildings and have delicious food and relax. See what all else is out there that's not just in documentaries or the bits that people show, but just for real. Other cultures. Other hustle and bustle of different cities and different. We'll see some other people.
Just occurred to me. What I said earlier is on your bucket list, technically.
What?
Sometimes you just don't die.
Okay.
You want to not die, right? It's on your bucket list.
Well, I mean, eventually, we're all gonna, but that's the point. What you want to try to squeeze out of it before you do.
I think the last thing on my bucket list is to outlive my dad. It's like a new thing on my bucket list.
Yeah, that's doable.
I got like 6 more years. Yeah.
Alright.
6 more years and I will have outlived my dad.
Well, I already told you, you gotta give me at least a solid, 15 of just us after the kids are grown. Of getting to enjoy our kids as adults. And us.
Does it count if I'm in a wheelchair?
Just don't let it happen.
Let me fill in the lines for you guys. I've spent the day with a pinched nerve in my back, and I currently have shooting pain from the middle of my back all the way down to my toes right now. But because of the degree of how nerve dead I am, it's I can still walk around and sort of limp. It's all right. I'm okay. But yeah, no, I don't think that whole "don't let it happen" thing's in the cards. I don't think I have a lot of control over this.
I mean, all you can do is what you can do. But a lot of those cruises are actually affordable. Like a little bit of planning.
This video is going to be an hour long if we define affordable.
I'm trying to go back to happy things. I'm not going to end on the wheelchair.
How about we start with a Carnival cruise and work up?
That's fine. We got like 8-10 years before that's a viable option.
Katie's never been on a cruise, period. And I'm trying to talk her into going on one.
Oh, that's hard sell. Let's do it.
Good Lord, this is delicious. Well, guys,
That is tasty.
I'm going to call it. This has been like 30 minutes of us BSing, the longest VR in history. Sorry, Jess.
Good topic.
I'm using this whole thing too. I'm not editing out any of this. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you next time we pop up into your feed, I guess. Bye.
Bye.